Where are South Africans putting their trust these days? Well, according to the Edelman's Trust Barometer, NGOs are the most trusted, followed by business and then government at a low 21%. So employers appear to be turning around ideas of who to trust. But what of government with the elections coming up? Jordan Rittenberry, CEO of Edelman Africa, joins us now to discuss exactly that. Jordan, thank you very much for some of your time. So I've had a look at this barometer and it suggests that trust overall is on the up in South Africa. It's difficult to believe that, though. It seems though we've just come out of load shedding and we're facing the same problems, flirting with economic stagnation, persistent unemployment. How exactly is our trust on the up?
Yeah, absolutely. And over the last 3 years, we've seen trust decline year over year over year. This is the first year, 2019, where we're really starting to see trust come back a little bit and begin to make a rebound. And that is across the institutions that we survey: business, media, government, and NGOs. That's not to say that all four institutions maintain equal levels of trust. NGOs right now are the only institution that are trusted. Business still in that neutral category. Government and media still on the distrusting side. So there's still a ways to go, but overall, trust is rebounding. We're seeing a little bit of consumer optimism that we're really hopeful for the future.
We'll come to the media in a moment, certainly a chance for us to clean our own house, perhaps. But this rebound with government, is it substantial? Is it something substantial that you've picked up on in maybe the past 18 months? You said that it was over the past 3 years, trust just generally down. But the government story, is it improving in the minds of South Africans?
Absolutely. And we saw trust in government increase 7 points from 2018 to 2019. So we are seeing that Cyril Ramaphosa does have a bit of a honeymoon period. Consumers will very soon want to see action, so they'll want to see efforts from that, but we are beginning to see a bit of a rebound, so we are quite excited for that.
I also noticed from this report, rather puzzlingly for me anyway, employees are very, very trustful of their employers, even much more than NGOs, business, and even the media ourselves.
Yeah, so what's interesting is we see consumers trusting employers a lot more because it's a very close, a very personal relationship for them. For them, it's tangible. They interact with peers or employees as well as management on a daily basis. So that's where they're really putting a lot of their focus and a lot of their energy. And that also creates a significant opportunity for business and for employers to take the ball and run with it.
Surely it must be helped by the fact that the employees are paying the employees.
Sure, absolutely. I think that there is that inherent value, but consumers are expecting more from employers now. It's not just about a paycheck. Consumers want to see shared action, and they want to be a part of a company's journey. They don't just want the paycheck. While that's nice, they're expecting business to do more for them.
Is this something that is likely to be embraced more and more evident as we move forward, the whole so-called millennial generation that wants a purpose and not a paycheck?
I believe so. I think this is no longer a nice-to-have for business. It's no longer enough to simply tick the boxes. Consumers really want business to improve the societies and the communities within which they operate. That's non-negotiable now. It is a have-to-do, not a nice-to-do.
So your report suggests that companies can take further actions. What's the salient points there in order for companies to embrace this new wave of wanting to drive change from within your organization by individuals that are just not happy with simply being paid?
Well, first and foremost, the CEOs need to take action. A lot of times CEOs don't like to be the face of the company, don't like to put themselves out as much as we would like them to while they are the CEOs. These are who consumers want to see. South Africa has a very high degree of trust in the CEOs. CEOs need to take a lead, take a stand, and show employees that they're leading from the front. They're not simply behind the scenes, pulling the strings. Consumers need to see these individuals.
Is this something that was the advent of the fight back campaign against state capture? We saw the Save South Africa movement, which was punctuated by corporate activism, so to speak.
I'm not sure, but I do know that consumers are expecting more. Trust will continue to rebound, but they're also they're watching business closely. They're watching government very closely. This isn't a group or an audience that will sort of have the wool pulled over their eyes. And while it might look great that this year we're seeing a nice rebound, it still is early to tell and to see some of the longer tails from that. So we'll see.
Interesting news out of that Edelman Africa report. That was Jordan Rittenberry, CEO of Edelman Africa.